Well, we're finally off on our first official backpack trip up here in 2019 in Mammoth. We had hoped to hike up to McGee Lakes, but the report at the Ranger Station Visitor Center was that the first major water crossing was submerged by 2 feet of rushing water. This is quite a wind throw we have back here. It's from fire damage, but and also the trees eventually just snapped off from wind and snow load. Pretty impressive, and then the views out off to the west are pretty impressive.
All right, so we made it to Sherwin Lakes and kind of skirted around it to find a spot to sit and enjoy a snack. And we ended up having to do, or not choosing to do, our first river crossing. And boy, it is a little nerve-wracking, especially when you're watching somebody else do it. You get really nervous for them. But we made it across, enjoyed a lovely snack overlooking Sherwin Lakes. And then we crossed the creek again, and now we're headed onward towards Valentine Lake.
We have here a lodgepole pine that's been attacked by a mountain pine beetle. The tree tried to defend itself by pitching the beetles out. You see all these various pitch tubes, but it wasn't successful. If you look up the crown, you'll see it's dead, as is a bunch of other lodgepole pines. Lodgepole pine stands tend to die off in groups and whatnot to basically recycle. They're fire dependent. There's also a bunch of little exit holes, mountain pine beetle exit holes in the bark from the system.
Some snow. Not a lot, but just enough. So we just came across a spring, and I don't know if the camera can show it, but it's actually bubbling up from the ground. You can see it bubbling in the sand. Let's see if I can swing up over here. It's so neat.
So the rock's discolored too.
Oh yeah.
Must be the mineral content.
So if we're gonna get water, we're gonna come back here and get it straight from the source. So we're starting to run into a little bit more snow on the trail, but it is quite hard. We haven't done any post holing, but for the most part the trail's clear. It's just patches of snow. But again, we just ran into a few more people that said not too far up the trail is where people are having to turn around because there's just so much snow. So it's about 5 o'clock. We're gonna continue going as far as we can, and we can always turn around. We've seen a couple good camping spots, so we're just gonna mosey on and see what we see. And now we've come to it. We've been following these blazes in the tree since we can't really see the trail. I didn't even know it was a blaze. Thankfully, my hiking partner, the forester, knows exactly what it is. So, well, I don't know how much farther we're going, but we will see. So we've definitely hit the snow that everybody's talking about. We passed the pond that some people stayed at and then took their backpacks off and just hiked the rest of the way to Valentine's Lake. But it's still early in the evening. We're just gonna putt up here as far as we can, and we might be turning around soon. So we made a rookie backpacking mistake and decided to push on towards Valentine Lake, which is beautiful, but it was uphill, snow, slippery, and oh, my heart was pounding, because if you slide down into the creek that's going downhill to feed the pond that we saw. So really dangerous. I feel really stupid, and I am not looking forward to going down, because we are going down again tonight, because there isn't really, we'll explore a little bit I guess and see what we see, but it doesn't look like any camping areas, although people do camp up here, so I don't know, but did not enjoy that, and I'm not going to enjoy going down. Hopefully it will be easier going down because we've made footprints already, but still. Slow and concentrate, please. Dig in. So we made it down the most dangerous section of this snow crossing. You can still see like how far below the trees are and how high the snow is. So we still have a ways to go, but I feel better now that we've gotten off of that steep part. Here's the view from our camp spot. It is going to be a lovely area. There we are right there. We just hope that the wind dies down a little bit. We are tucked in a little bit, but somewhat exposed, so we'll see how it goes. But it is a beautiful spot.
Day today.
Good day.
Live. Any day you live is a good day. Pretty tired.
Yeah, me too. We found a nice camp spot, a beautiful camp spot, after we hiked up to Valentine Lake. We decided to keep pushing on, even though the snow, we were having to traverse the snow. And I made the very bad call of saying, let's just go a little further, a little further.
Just a little further.
And before you knew it, we were in a very steep snow slope, and it was very dangerous and very stupid.
Thank God we made it.
Oh my gosh,
We got up to the lake, it was beautiful, it was gorgeous, but it was snow all around the lake pretty much. There might have been a few bare spots, but we would have had to ford the creek to get on the spot where they recommended to camp. And we kind of wanted to get down off that slope this afternoon and not have to think about it tomorrow morning. And we had seen this really good camp spot here, so all in all it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, we made it down. So we're hoping we have a good night. We're getting our dinner ready, and I mean it's almost 8 o'clock, so
yep.
After dinner we'll probably hit the sack.
Beautiful morning. Well, we had a great night. Slept pretty long. We decided to get up about a little before 6. Had breakfast, broke camp, left about 7:50. We're headed back to the trailhead.